The sodium light is a diagnostic tool, bleaching the iridescent bleed of the oil on the grit. A dark rostral spreading over the wet gray, an unreadable scripture, a slow motion hit. She walked away from the heavy gauge leather, leaving the suitcases like statues by the door, taking only the certainty that the thread had been snapped and the logic doesn't live in this house anymore. The chill is mineral, climbing from the asphalt through the layers of wool to the marrow of the feet. I fumbled for the phone, for the frequency of a voice, but the air is too heavy for the words to be sweet. It's blue on black, a low contrast stain, a useless attempt to distinguish the pain, like striking a match in the heart of a furnace, or crying in the middle of a monsoon rain. The wrong and the right have been melted together, unstitched from the light and the starch white tether. It's blue on black. The darkness is winning. I stepped into the vacuum of the empty rooms, where the oxygen is thin and the shadows are deep. Truth and deception have surrendered their edges, secrets that the floorboards are too tight to keep. An apology now is a redundant vibration, a shadow cast against a windowless wall. The relevance of the us has been looted and leveled, lost in the geometry of a permanent fall. There is no extraction of the just from the cruel, no cleaning the suit from the goal of the rule. I am trying to paint a reflection on a pool of ink, standing on the very edge of the unwing. My grief is a footnote at the end of a ledger, a decimal error in a cold-blooded measure. The world has decided on a singular hue, and it doesn't have a place for the imagining the architecture of a broken down well. I watched her slip like water through the webbing of my hair, falling into the silence of a non-existent land. I stood there like an auditor of the vacant and the still, watching the indifference climb the hinges of the sill. The chest is a vault where the locks of all froze in the mineral quiet that the aftermath knows. From the tip of a tongue came a surgical strike, a naked kind of truth, jagged and ghost-like. I tried to muffle the impact with a palette of light, a starched white bandage for a spirit gone dry. But the truth is a solvent that the pretense can't hold, unmaking the story that I've already told. My regret is the touch of a man who is dead, cold and purposeless, heavy as lead. My sadness is a whisper at the mouth of a gale, a redundant vibration where the logic must fail. Blue on black doesn't flicker a spark, it doesn't offer a light in the heart of the dark. It just offers the depth, the sinking to stay, washing the colors of the record away. I'm a clown in the courtyard with a card that is torn, trying to bluff the monarch in the gray of the morn. A pathetic gamble, a desperate design, trading my pulse for a seat on the line. But the king has the mountain and the king has the heat, and I'm just the gravel on a one-way street. The world continues its rotation and its rhythmic cold hum, waiting for the rest of my nerves to go numb. Suffering is a ledger with a redundant count, summing up the tally of a zero amount. The frequency of disaster is the only true sound, while the ice in the ribs hits the floor and the ground. There's no redemption in the rhythm of the ache, no holy albedo in the promise I'd break. She's never coming back to the crater I've made. The interest on the silence has finally been paid. My regret is the touch of a man who is dead, cold and purposeless, heavy as lead. My sadness is a whisper at the mouth of a gale, a redundant vibration where the logic must fail. Blue and black doesn't flicker a spark, it doesn't offer a light in the heart of the dark. No light, just the dead, the arithmetic of the final breath. The cottage was gotta, the king is home. I'm breathing the salt of the stagnant foam. morning starts with a redundant breath, a double-spaced draft of a quiet death. Every act is a copy of a mistake, polishing the handle of a heart meant to break. Correcting the record is a beautiful lie, futility dressed in a suit and a tie. An aesthetic of zeros, a column of naught, paying for the interest on the silence I bought. Lágrimas no Rio, a drop in the flood, dissolving the marrow and the weight of the blood. Subjectivity is a stutter, a failing design, trying to give mass to the end of the line. But nature's a solvent, indifferent and wide, swallowing the ego and the anchor and the page. It's blue on black, a shadow on a shade, the silent overlapping of the choices we made. It's ice on ice, a mineral freeze, bringing the desperate down to their knees. The truth isn't water, it isn't a key, it's just the locked door of the never to be. Blue on black, blue on black. The word was spoken, the ink hit the clay, and no amount of friction takes the syllable away. The truth doesn't liberate, it doesn't provide, it just maps the coordinates of where the hope died. It confirms the static, it hardens the glass, watching the slow motion ghosts of the believers pass. Memory is a fossil, a cold-blooded fact, the byproduct of a long and unexamined pact. There isn't a harbor, there isn't a coast, the guest has been swallowed by the hunger of the host. Return is a fiction, a map with no ink, standing on the edge where the architectures sink. Nothing left to go back to, no porch and no light, just the slow motion blending of the blue and the night. It's blue on black, a shadow on a shade, the silent overlapping of the choices we made. It's ice on ice, a mineral freeze, bringing the desperate down to their knees. The truth isn't water, it isn't a key, it's just the locked door of the never to be. Redundant, absolute, the mineral harvest of a bitter tasting fruit. Ice on ice, the return is a lie. Underneath the pressure of a lead-colored sky. The night came down like a leaden eyelid, closing the view on the things that we hid. The air is a cocktail of ozone and dust, the scent of a storm that I no longer trust. I'm standing alone where the shiver begins, a winter of marrow beneath a cold skin. It's a bone-deep vibration, a frequency shift, watching the solid foundations all drift. The horizon is bleeding, a stain on the side where the deep water blue meets the throat of the night. An indistinguishable smudge in the air, saturated by everything that isn't quite there. It's blue on black, the only landscape I own, the color of a secret that's finally grown. Like striking a match in the heart of a blaze, a whisper in a name through the hurricane's maze, a redundant gesture, a ghost in the track. The silence is heavy, it's blue on black. The syllables slid from the tip of your tongue, the darkest of anthems that we ever sung. They're floating like mist on a valley of ice, paying the interest on a terminal price. No movement in here, just the weight of the wall, the static of things that won't change after all. A dead-handed touch in a windowless room, mapping the corners of a starch color gloom. One flicker of sulfur in the center of the flame. It doesn't add light and it doesn't have a name. One breath in the gale, one drop in the sea, the absolute fertility of what's left of me. Unchangeable markers, the ink is gone cold. The story of the breaking is already told. It's blue on black, the only landscape I own, the color of a secret that's finally grown. Like striking a match in the heart of a blaze, or whispering a name through the hurricane's maze, a redundant gesture, a ghost in the track. The silence is heavy, it's blue on black. It's blue on black. It's blue on black. Saturated, still, the final unmaking of a desperate will, an eternal promise of the absence of sound, leaving the fingerprints on the frozen ground. The latch gave a snap, a dry and final punctuation. There's a secret when leaping from the room, suffocation. The truth was a blade that slid smooth from her tongue. The sharpest of anthems that ever was sung. I ran for the doorway, I reached for the light, but my hands only gathered the frost of the night. Standing in the center of a road made of lead, with the weight of the syllables I should have unsaid. My pulse is a hammer, a rhythmic cold heat, thrumming through the soles of my motionless feet. The air is a predator, the darkness is thin, mapping the territory the shadows begin. It's blue on black, a match in a forest fire, a redundant flicker on a rusted out wire. I'm the joker at the table with a hand I can't play, bluffing the ghosts as they're drifting away. The opponent has vanished, the chair is quite bare, and I'm just a vibration in the lead-colored air. Blue on black, the end of the story. The woods are a ledger, deep blue and bone black, storing the footprints that I can't take back. The forest is a labyrinth of my own design, a jagged edge geometry at the end of the line. My justifications are just matches I strike, treating the arson and the shelter alike. But you can't fight a furnace with a sliver of wood, or explain away a secret that was finally understood. The danger isn't coming, the danger was the act, the slow motion sinking of a long broken pack. I'm encorralado by the things I have done, underneath the cold inspection of a midnight sun. The table is empty, the exit is shut, the blade is still warm from the depth of the cut. It's blue on black.